Hi, I wanted to do a 5-star predictions for the year. I usually don't come up with this in my head just because I end up being disappointed, but I realized that I have one or two books that I think are gonna just fucking hit, and I want to pick them up and I want to do it with you live. Also, welcome to my shelves. oh gosh, don't even get me started. I love squashmallows. I almost bought 3 the other day. Also, I just got my diploma in the mail, which is why I'm a little red, I'm a little pink, I look a little bit of a mess. Hi, hello, she's a college graduate. I've been crying. Let's start. My first 5-star prediction is one that I've hauled recently. It's The Island of Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. I did read 10 minutes 38 seconds in this strange world, which I thought was a phenomenal book. This has something to do with a magic tree being a generational story. I think there's a war, and when they come back after the war is over, the tree is still standing. All of that above. And I forget his name because I'm terrible with names. But there's this booktube channel. Maybe I'll pop the name somewhere. And they gave this an entire dedicated video review, saying that this is one of their new favorite books. I also just love Elif Shafak. I truly think that 10 minutes 38 seconds in this strange world is such an underappreciated book. Just brilliant. So yes, I'm adding this to my 5-star predictions. Let's see how it goes. John Green, the Anthropocene Reviewed. John Green's a baddie, right? Let's agree, he's one of those people that should have his ass ate out for the rest of his life, right? Let's agree. I think this is just his take on the world. I don't know. There's been so many positive reviews of this, and I guess I can understand why people shit on him. But I never will. I never will. The way this man rocked my youth, unreal. There was one time at work where this patron came in, and she was a teen, and she was like, oh, I'm looking for a romance that'll really make me sad, it'll put me through all the emotions. Do you have any recommendations, anything you can offer me here? And I was like, oh, well, obviously you've read The Fault in Our Stars, John Green, a king, right? And she was like, no. And I was like, you've never heard of John Green? And she was like, no, I don't know who that is. That aged me. I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. So 5-star prediction. I think it's gonna happen. Another one that I'm going to guesstimate is going to be a 5-star read just because I feel it. It called to me. It's La Biuty Queens. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. This is by Monalisa, Ojeda. This is a short story collection. It takes place in New York City, and it just surrounds this cast of queer characters going about their life, having fun, thriving, and this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to rock my world. Yeah. Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zahner. Duh. That's all I'm saying. Duh. It made Allie cry. Duh. YA is very tricky for me. Yeah, it's very tricky for me. Oh, this is hard. Okay. 3 middle grade books that I think I'm gonna give the 5-star prediction to is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I've had this for so long, literally since it came out. A Barnes & Noble's employee actually recommended it to me, and so I picked it up. And I saw a couple of reviews recently within the past couple of months, and thus far most people have really enjoyed it, so that was lucky. But I think I really am gonna like this one. Amari and the Night Brothers, the sequel is coming out really soon. I've heard amazing things. I've also had this since it came out, so I gotta get on it. And this one, The Last Cuentista by Donna, Barba, Higuera. This one, I didn't hear anything about, but you know what's so bonkers is that I literally saw this across the building and Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, because it stood out so much from all the other like kids books, and this won a major literary prize for like middle grade fiction, and like I don't know anyone who's read it, and I couldn't believe it won that prize. And anyways, it just sounds like really interesting. In case you don't know, first there's a Culebra on the hardcover, very pretty. It's about the end of our world, and humans are sent off to a spaceship, and like they're put to sleep, and they wake up when they finally make it to like their new planet or their sanctuary, and our main character is the only human who remembers Earth. And so like pulling from her grandmother's storytelling skills, she tries to bring back those memories. That sounds really amazing to me. I think it's gonna be 5 stars. I don't know. I don't know anything about Dark Rise, but I fell in love with the cover, and it's got amazing reviews, absolutely amazing reviews. I also thought this was a girl on the cover, but apparently it's a guy, and that was devastating because I love a baddie who's a knight, right? I just really wished it was a girl. It's fine. It's fine. I have too many books here. I'm gonna do a whole series. Can I do a whole series? Laura Thalassa's The Four Horsemen series. They're not in order. Pestilence is first. Hold on. Is that in order now? Yeah. I think this is gonna be all a 5-star read. Pestilence for me was a 5-star read. It's a slow burn, not at all really raunchy, and I loved it. It's literally about the 4 horsemen coming to Earth to, you know, obliterate it. I guess they each fall in love with a mortal woman. Work! With contemporary fiction, it's so difficult to try and guesstimate what'll be a 5-star. Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stuart. I would love to read this soon. This author is actually coming out with a new book very soon, or it might not be out already. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. I don't know, like I've just read the synopsis of so many Booker Prize books, and I've picked them up and never been able to finish them just because of school. And I don't know, I just feel like the Booker Prize list is really the list for me. I would love to be one of those individuals who reads every year the list of books that are nominated that year. I think this is going to be good. I've got this one that I haven't really heard anyone talk about. It's called The Antidote for Everything by Kimmery Martin. This is about these 2 friends that are like in the medical profession, and the hospital they work at, I believe, like passes this policy where the medical professionals can deny trans and like non-binary patients assistance if like the doctor or whatever doesn't agree with how the patient identifies himself as. And yeah, we'll see. I'm not like 100% sold, but okay, hi. A different angle now. I also have book of the month, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Will I? We'll see. These are my graphic novels and some of my mangas, just some, but I'm pretty sure I've read all of these. The point of us being down here is for you to see this shelf. Okay, so it's my quilt. My bed is in front of my bookcase. I'm sorry. This is my everything shelf. These are like backdated books. And I just kind of like pop them all there. Yikes, I know. I'm just gonna pull and see what I can find. R.F. Kuang's The Poppy War, but this is a 100% yes, I'm sold, this is going to be perfect, because everyone says it's perfect, and I believe them. You can't have those reactions to a book and it not be perfect. Like, there's just too much behind it. That's my, I think, last 5-star prediction. Maybe? Yeah, I think so.